Here are some fantasy books that literally scare me to death because I'm afraid to read them, and most of them are high fantasy, but I really want to read them because I've heard they are amazing. The Bloodsworn Saga, I've heard great things about this, looked at the summary, saw the trigger warnings. Yeah, I'm scared. Death, gore, violence, murder, injury, detail, animal death, slavery, torture, kidnapping. Might not be okay with that. It follows 3 characters in their journeys across Big Rio. Elvar is a warrior earning her way as a member of the Battlegram, a war band notorious for hunting painted, those that carry the blood of the dead gods in their veins, granting them great and terrible powers. I mean, the premise sounds good, but the book itself, I don't know if I'm going to be able to read this, but I'll try. Misbourne Trilogy. I would love to get into the whole Brandon Sanderson world, but it seems like a lot, and it seems confusing and complicated. It's a fantasy series about a secret group of allomancers who try to overthrow a dystopian empire. This is something I think I would like, but the books look so freaking fat. I'm not one to shy away from big books, but sometimes when the font is like this small, when I enlarge it on my Kindle and it tells me it's going to take me like 15 hours to read, I get a little intimidated. The Faithful and the Fallen series, again by the same author that we just talked about. The tale of blind greed, ambition, and betrayal, set in a world where ancient monsters are reawakening and a war to end all wars is about to begin. The covers look really cool, and I know people love this series too. This isn't as bad as the Shadow of the Gods. This is like okay for younger kids to read too. You know what? I'm not as intimidated. Songs of Chaos. Now this has dragons in it, which I am so here for, but I think this is high fantasy, and again, high fantasy kind of scares me. Sword of Ken. This is a war story. I get really bored with war. I have a feeling that I would like start this but then DNF it, and I never DNF books unless like I truly hate it. And then the Red Rising series. I think I would actually like this. I've heard great things about this. I am just a little fearful for the world building in basically all of these books, because if I don't understand the world, then I'm just like, I'm mentally out of it. I'm also a very fast reader, so I know I'm gonna have to slow down with these books, and slowing down makes me impatient too. So help me out, convince me that these books aren't as bad or as intimidating as they look.